The demand for Canadian-made products is surging in the face of U.S. tariffs, but now some grocery chains are being called out for mislabeling some products as Canadian. The Canadian Food Inspection Agency says there's been an increase in complaints from consumers about mislabeled food items over the last 2 months, and shoppers have been posting their frustrations on social media about U.S. food items posing as Canadian. For a closer look this morning, I'm joined by Doug Stevens, a retail expert. He joins me from Ancaster, Ontario. Doug, good morning. Nice to see you. So this can't be intentional, can it? I mean, why are we seeing this happen, these mislabeled items on the shelves?
It's a great question. And I think that primarily the reason we're seeing this is because Canadians are now scrutinizing labels in a way that perhaps many of us have never done before, and really now looking for the point of origin of these products. So I suspect that we've been seeing grocers in a very, very short period of time, if we give them the benefit of the doubt here, trying to organize their stores in such a way that it makes navigation easier for consumers. The retailers that have been questioned on this, to this point anyway, have said, look, this is human error, and there are bound to be some of those, but we are doing our best. With that said, the Canadian Food Inspection Agency is reviewing these complaints, and we'll see what they turn up. So it is confusing. Do you think that there's just a simple lack of understanding around labeling? I think so. And part of the problem is we really have three designations that are on products these days. We have the Made in Canada. And Made in Canada essentially means that 51% or more of the product has been either sourced from or produced in Canada. So that's the Made in Canada designation. Then there's the Product of Canada designation, which is 98% of the product is manufactured in Canada. And then we have the Maple Leaf, which is sort of this nondescript definition, which should accompany some explanation of the amount of the product that is actually produced in Canada. So here's an easy way for consumers to navigate this. There's an app that you can go online and find. It's called ScanNuck, as in scan and Canuck.ca. Go there and you can scan the items that you're seeing in the grocery store, and it'll tell you what the point of origin is.
Oh, so it scans the barcode or the actual item itself?
It scans the barcode, and it'll tell you from the information contained in the barcode where that item was actually produced or what the point of origin is. I'm glad that you mentioned the Maple Leaf. I saw that this weekend, and I, got pretty excited grabbing things with the Maple Leaf next to them off the shelf. What does that tell you about the product and where this really needs to go from here for those who don't, Doug, want to pull out that app, or maybe they don't feel comfortable with technology? Where does this go? Yeah, well, so the Maple Leaf, as I said, is a designation that ought to be accompanied by some sort of definition. There should be something else on the product that actually gives you a better indication of exactly what proportion of that product is manufactured either with Canadian ingredients or was actually produced with Canadian labor. If you don't see that explanation or you don't see that qualifier, then buyer beware. But in most cases, you're going to see either Product of Canada or Made in Canada, both of which suggest that the majority of the product has been produced here. The best thing I can suggest for anyone that isn't inclined to use technology is you just have to really carefully read the back label of the product and look for that point of origin. Yeah. And it isn't always because it's a Canadian company. It may be made with U.S. ingredients, even if that's the case. So then lastly this morning, if the CFIA finds a store has been mislabeling products, what are the consequences? Well, the consequences can be severe. There are severe penalties that can reach into either the hundreds of thousands or potentially even into the millions of dollars, depending, I suppose, on the number of infractions and the degree to which those infractions were either purposeful or with some sort of malintent.
Doug Stevens is a retail expert. Doug, thanks so much for your time with us this morning.
My pleasure, Marcia. Take care.
If you like that video, make sure to subscribe to the Your Morning YouTube feed, where you can find all kinds of new content posted every weekday morning.